Good morning, everyone. This is Ripcow. We are playing some more Final Fantasy Tactics, and we are starting up right where we left off. We wrapped up last time, finished up Chapter 3, and we're going to be picking up with Chapter 4, starting with the cutscenes and heading into what comes next. In the name of love. That brings us to Chapter 4.
Welcome home, my lord.
Yes. Home. You're well?
I am, thank you. What news of the war?
None good, as you know well enough. The war with Ordalia has nigh bled us dry, and now we are poised to finish the job ourselves. Conviction found us. Supplies fail to arrive, and desertion is rife. War is a dirty enough affair when you know who your enemies are, but this... it's no way to fight. I fear I no longer inspire the solidarity I once did. Would that my good name were our only casualty.
I should think Duke Goltana's name in greater peril. They say his other lords bannermen remain here only because you do.
Leave such foolish talk to fools. When a member of House Orlando pledges his lord fealty, he honors that oath, though it cost him his life. While you have been adopted by House Durai, you are still my son. I expect you to uphold the values of our line.
I'm sorry. I spoke over much.
Words are wind. Now this errand I set you to, I would hear of it.
The reports are true, my lord. One crystal was discovered beneath Gorg by the machinist and his son. Another was found by the late Cardinal in the ruins at Zelmonia. Both are indeed Auracite, by all accounts. They are presently in the care of our young noble friend, but not for long should the Knights Templar have their way.
Barbaneth's son. Branded heretic to ease his capture, I do not doubt. Do our ears in Malond hear nothing?
They hear, perhaps, but have fallen silent. If only we had some evidence of the High Confessor's plot, we might put an end to his machinations in this war.
This shall not long remain hidden from their gaze. And then the storm will be upon us. For the Thunder God, it may be his last.
Oh, that's new. Okay. Cool. Okay. We are into Chapter 4. Our next goal is to get over to Zeltenia. But we also just unlocked a lot of stuff. So, first of all...
What is it?
Ramza's squire has become Gallant Knight, which learns Shout, boost all stats for oneself, and can also now learn Ultima, which requires you to be hit with Ultima. We're gonna definitely be putting Ramza back on Squire to get Shout because it's very powerful. Also, apparently Ramza has 1900 JP on Ninja for some reason now. I was definitely paying attention there. So I think we grab water walking. I don't love vanish because it's after you get hit you turn invisible, so you don't get hit again. I guess it's good for not getting like overwhelmed. The other thing I could do is just grab a bunch of the other. Let's grab the rest of the throws. Perfect. Enough for reflexes. We just have vanish sitting out now. I'm probably going to be rotating Ramza again. Like I said, we'll start him on
This will do.
Gallant Knight. And we're definitely going to be grabbing some better gear, it looks like. That's fine.
Of course.
I'm going to take a quick look at Mustadio on Machinist. Mustadio did start getting up towards Orator. Did not get equipped guns yet, so we're going to want him back on Orator for the generic stuff.
Yes.
Agrius continues on Geomancer. We've got all of those maxed out. We're getting really close here. And then we're going to need to start getting her over to her other jobs. Although, honestly, we're probably going to be phasing her out pretty soon. I was kind of living in a world where I wanted her to work, and I don't know that Agrius can keep up with some of the other characters. Sandra is going to be maxing out like 4 more jobs by the time we get done with our errands here. Same with Jaquette. Jaquette is probably will be the last standing out of that group. And Derek is going to be useful during random stuff. I may, like, Sandra and Jaquette are obviously higher level, but Derek, as the one who's got Mediator going, can be useful for recruiting monsters. Rolf is probably right out at this point. Unless there's jobs that require 4 people. Either way. Let's go ahead and back out. We've got a few more of these guys. We are probably just going to trash all of our monsters that we've got at this point to get some new ones, because we have a bunch of good stuff already. But that does bring us to Rafa. Rafa's Skyseer is mediocre, but she has a special advantage in that she starts with 31 Brave, which is the lowest rate in the game. And we want to get her Treasure Hunter as soon as possible.
I see.
Only 1 mithril gun. Interesting. So we'll probably be doing a random encounter for that as well. Which is a bunch of stuff. And of course, Merrick. Merrick is worthless. So we are going to just casually unequip Merrick and never use him. His nether mantra is worse than his sister's, and he does not get good stat spread, is not a great, or his nether mantra is magic based. Male characters tend to be better physically, and he does not have any benefit one way or the other. Like, the only thing I could see is making him into a bard. So we're gonna just casually move Rafa up here. We're gonna move Agrius down here.
Preparations.
Because I do want to start leveling Rafa up. But first, I'm going to briefly go over what we're going to be looking at. So we've got Mount Bervenia here. This is a new map that opened up that we haven't had access to before. There is one spot that we're going to want an item here. We can't get it yet. We have a very specific need in order to get that. So we're going to avoid it. The other ones here are... so there's, I believe, new equipment at several cities.
Greetings, by all means.
Including the Ice brand. Yep, Platinum gear. Carabiner.
May I help? Don't be a...
We have access to new katanas, which we're going to want for our samurai. And we have access to new rumors.
Will that be all?
And new errands. And this is going to be the big piece. So there are 27 new errands that we can do. So my goal, before we start getting into the rest of this, is going to be pretty much that. I would like to do as much as we can here. The second thing is... third thing? Whatever we're on. Is, at this point, there is an actual side quest available beyond just the errands that is going to help us unlock some of the special characters. And before I do a lot of actual grinding, I would like to do that. Now, errands, we can't use our story characters anyway, I don't believe. Let me make sure I'm remembering this correctly still. Yeah. So we can only use Sandra, Jaquette, Derek, and Rolf. So we're going to be running around after I get these errands done and unlocking Beowulf, Reyes, and Worker 8 before we go too far. This is also going to give us some opportunities for recruiting or poaching. It's going to give us some opportunities for other stuff as well. But I want to make sure we've got everything taken care of. So we're going to do all the errands first, then all the shopping. Because by the time you finish all the errands, you'll have enough money to do all the shopping. And then we're going to head over to do the side quest, or to get the side quest started. All before we actually continue the storyline. Woo! I'll see you shortly. Okay, we've done a bunch of quests. Heading over to Gaug to trigger the cutscene.
So this is the device you mentioned?
The same. Unearthed just as digging began on Tunnel 57 a week past. I thought to disassemble it, but I haven't the slightest inkling of how to begin.
An iron sphere. Curious. What just happened?
Was it reacting to the auracite?
Yes.
This is a most peculiar symbol.
Side story commenced. Secrets beneath Gaug. Complete. Certain points you have the option to take, but that's really cool. So that is where those can progress. I do need to
Looking for aught catch your eye.
buy an additional gun here.
Are you happy to make anything?
I've been just like buying stuff as I went. For the most part, there's a few items I haven't been able to pick up yet.
It's just rumor,
And we also could not get the ones for this. This feels like a good opportunity, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and do this while we are doing the side quest. Because I believe this is just cutscenes back and forth. And then we'll come back to Goland to get the actual mission.
Who'd you have in mind?
We do want to switch back here. We had Sandra as dancer last time just because of how that played out. She's got all of these now. I think I'm going for equip katana. So we're going to switch her back to samurai. Jaquette. We've been doing, she's got all the agas, so I'm working on Death Flare. Derek is pretty much done here. That's fine. Derek's really not super useful. Same thing with Rolf. They're just kind of my extra characters. I'm trying to get Rolf the rest of the thief abilities.
Welcome. Want to earn some gil?
So we'll go Monster in the Well here. We're gonna go.
How many days for anyone you anything that come back?
We'll head up to Goland. Luckily, we can just skip encounters for whatever reason. I don't know why they made that change, but I'm okay with it.
Good
So
day to you.
here, all we're doing is looking at the rumors, because there's a rumor about a
This
haunted
seems
mine.
interesting. Mayhap I should look into it.
Okay. Monsters infested one of the coal mines in Goland. A coalition of miners petitioned Baron Atiote to dispatch his scarlet orchids to slay the beast, but the war means he's unable to spare troops. Anxious to be rid of the monsters, the miners approached the Hunters Guild. In return, the guild now seeks volunteers from the outside to assist. Although many hope that the beast will be put down without delay, there are fears that the sudden influx of reckless sellswords and monster hunters in Goland will pose its own set of problems to the peaceful mining town.
Will that be all? Come back soon.
So we're actually gonna go, this is gonna be weird, but I think we have to do it this way. Oof. It's just obnoxious.
A warm welcome. Want to earn some gil? An errand's over and done. Right then. Tell us how it went.
'Twas glorious, spectacular. Our efforts were rewarded many times over.
We did what was expected, and more. 'Tis justification of the faith placed in us.
I'd consider that a job well done.
Hooray.
Need anything to thank?
We'll hold off on that one. So many Minotaurs, and they're not the right ones. Okay, jumping up here.
Good day to you. Might I interest you in a drink?
Mayhap you might. Have you any milk?
I like you already. I've not had a customer order milk before. Yeah. You've seen your share of battle, have you not? Got that look about you.
You mean to say the stories were true? There are monsters in Goland.
Hordes of them, causing all sorts of trouble. They had to close the mines. Couldn't have come at a worse time with the war and all.
Times as these, knights are too busy slaying each other to deal with beasts.
The towns raised a call for hunters.
You can swing a sword, aye? There's coin to be had in this.
I care not for coin. I would go to aid the people in their plight.
A man of honor, are we? Few enough of those these days. If only Lord Barbeneth was still alive, he'd do something about it.
That goading, though.
I was meaning to say, though, there's one among them no hunter can best.
A mean one, eh? What manner of beast?
A beast of legend, the Holy Dragon. They want it felled at any cost.
You mean to go?
Yes, at least to learn more. If there is aught I might do to help, then help I will.
That's the spirit. Gods be with you then.
If you leave the mines of Golland, would you not hire my sword to accompany you?
I do not believe we've made acquaintance.
I am Beowulf, a hunter. I pursue the Holy Dragon of which they speak. It has been my purpose for many a year. My knowledge of it would surely be a boon. What say you?
How much coin would buy your blade?
How much coin would buy your blade?
Such talk can be put aside for now. Let us make for Golland.
Guest party member Beowulf, the Templar. Arguably one of the best characters in the game. So his... Oh, there we go. His ability... as a Templar gives him these... basically the same type of magic as oracles. But they are more effective than when an oracle uses them. So, really good. As well as just having the basic setup with it. Yeah, no, he's really awesome, and we will probably be using him. Okay. So with all of that grinding out of the way, I have come to one additional realization, which is these encounters scale based on your party levels, which means it goes off your highest level party member, which means we may struggle a little bit with our level 28 characters when Ramza's level 34. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to take another quick break here before we actually go in. I am strongly disliking this, but this fight involves some very scary enemies. So I really want to make sure that I have a good setup ready to go. We're going to need 5 characters, Ramza plus 4 plus Beowulf, so 6 total. And we've got some really good potential for going through this. The other thing that I was just realizing is we do want Oracle for part of this because there's a specific, there's some rare enemies here. So we want to be able to breed and poach there. So I think what I'm gonna do, given that this has already gone on for a little bit here, is I think I want to just go do a grind battle here, as part of this video, and we'll get into the mines next time. I really want to try and balance out the progression with the side content, because this chapter 4 is where all the side content for this, and we're gonna have, so the one that's coming up here is a 4 battle sequence that we're gonna have to go through. It's pretty rough. It involves a lot of enemies like dragons that we haven't fought before, behemoths, which we haven't fought before, a new type of weapon on some of our enemies. Like, there's some really nasty stuff out here. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're not leveling Ramza up for obvious reasons, because that would defeat the purpose of him getting higher level. let's
Yes?
get Rafa. She does not have JP up yet. So maybe we do that first, actually.
Why not?
Switch her back to Sky Seer for one fight. Ooh, actually, can we do... Yeah. We can do. We're gonna do Ring of Aptitude to give her JP up for this fight. Magic attack power should be good. Sandra. So Rafa Mustadio. Do we actually have... Does Mustadio needs equipped gun? That's what we're going for there. And actually, if we can leave him on Orator, that actually means we don't need Derek. So let's see if we can get Mustadio some more Orator stuff.
Yes?
And we'll leave him with the items instead of his guns this time, just to keep everybody alive. Jaquette. I'm fine with leaving her here. We'll go Arithmetic. Absorb MP is fine. JP boost. I hate the fact that we need throw items so badly. But honestly, he's the one I'm least worried about out of this. We really just want XP for him. So that's Mustadio, Rafa, Jaquette. We get one more, which it looks like is going to either be Sandra or Agrias. And right now I'm leaning towards Sandra, although Beowulf is going to... I think Beowulf is going to replace Sandra. As our... Because I don't think you need swords equipped for his sword skill. And they are magic-based, if I remembering correctly. I was looking into it a little bit, and I don't remember, because that was before the holidays, and I'm recording this now after. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So I think we just leave it as is. Magic power, movement, circlet, it's fine. And she has Poach. Oh, that's actually a very good reason. We want her because she has Poach. Yeah, let's do this. So we're going to go up to the Grog Heights. We're going to engage a random encounter. These also scale, but they're slightly less nasty than some of the stuff we're going to run into with, you know, the Haunted Mine.
I won't disappoint.
If you say so.
Of course. Ready when you are.
Yeah, we just need to ditch these Minotaurs. They're getting obnoxious. We've got one slot left, so I guess we'll just throw Agrias in.
Forward.
I feel bad at how quickly we're abandoning her, but it is what it is. So just to be very clear here, Rafa sucks right now. That is very much going to be the case here, and I'm honestly a little bit worried about the fact that I did that right there, just because I want to make sure we're not wasting too much time with this. Okay, so we don't have the last three. In fact, those are very hard to get. but this one is pretty strong. I'm thinking we'll probably go for another... Ooh, actually, no, we can go... let's go back here. And let's do Kiyomori for Protect and Shell on all of these guys.
How about this?
These guys are all on 0 on height. Let's check our heights quick. We got a 4-8. No, we've got a 4-7-5-7. So 2 4s, 5-7-5. Is not great. Because I think that'll hit 3 for prime. Let's just do that. And then spread out a little bit to potentially bait the Black Mage or the Summoner.
By heaven's will upon heart etched, let minds impure be cleansed.
That worked out well. Broke the confusion. This is actually probably the absolute worst moment here. Just because I can't reach anybody with Heaven's Wrath still. Don't have anything there yet. So I really just have to punch somebody, and I don't love it. Auto potion. Yes, this is the correct choice. She hasn't... We need to get up to 200 JP? Okay, they just broke all their confusion. That's what we want. They're low health. Evasion. That looks like they're going to summon with Moogle. Cool, they're taking a turn... Oh! Moogle Charm from the Black Mage and White Magic from the Summoner. Interesting. The only downside with this new katana is it costs 15,000, so we do have a bit of this back and forth where it's going to be, if one breaks, it's very expensive to replace. Okay, let's do a quick check, because I didn't actually check the levels on these guys. Ooh, actually, what level is Rafa? Let's just do level, prime, haste. That's gonna hit one other guy, and then Agrius can kill him. Miss. Great. We're gonna go over here. That was a very powerful for a Cure 1. If Mustadio can get that eyeball guy, that's one of the other things that I would like to get us. Because they do have some good drops. I forgot that Heaven's Wrath had a countdown. That's garbage.
Leave it to me.
I mean, I already knew it was garbage, but it's even more garbage. Level Prime. Let's try that again. Level Prime Haste. Thank you.
Hard work's paid off.
And then we're going to move up here so that when they hit me with Fyra, they're also going to hit themselves. Heaven's Wrath. So the way this works, it targets those 5 squares randomly. So in this case, we had 1 hit. That's all we need because we get XP from 1 hit. Okay, we're gonna go over here. And just shoot that guy. Sometimes simple is good. I do want her to chase down this summoner. Let's do... This is a little less powerful, but I do feel like getting a slow off on the summoner could be good. Ooh. Let's try this. We haven't actually used it. This damages MP. So we could potentially make it so that the summoner just can't function anymore. They have a lot of MP. Never mind. So, Hallowed Bolt. Good chance to just straight kill.
Power thrumming in skies of...
And yeah, we're good. Okay, Shell and Protector down. Unfortunate. If I Sky Mantra, it looks like we get to do it right away at least. Let's just do it right on this guy and... Actually, no. Why am I bothering with Sky Mantra? We're in range. Let's attack with our stick. Poke him with the stick. Just to make sure we get the JP. We're gonna switch here to a chemist after this, and it's going to be so much nicer when we have that guaranteed attack rate from long range. And eventually, you know, the ability to give items out to people. That's an 8.5, 34, 78, CT5. What does CT Prime look like? That's what I thought. Darn, that was a parry. Interesting.
You like that?
Right.
Finish them off before they get the chance to do their stuff. Hook with a stick. Are they the only one at... Nope. That's well, actually, we might be able to pull this off. Yeah. Okay, arithmetic. Elevation, multiple of 3. Stop.
Where to?
Onward.
I will not falter.
Where to begin?
Let's do CT5 Curaga. Just because I know that it will hit them and they need it. Fully restore HP MP. Stop breaks. Let's do some chakra quick.
Come then.
Just for the sake of it. Tanglevine. Chance to stop. Low damage. Just continues getting some MP. I think we just do another CT5 Curaga. Sure. Why not?
Leave it to me.
My power grows.
I don't love that Mustadio keeps not triggering his auto potion on these, but whatever. Free Wizard's Rod.
Listen to it.
Entice. So many spells. Calculator's so broken. That's not what I wanted.
Onward. Come then.
We'll eventually want to get her a bunch of these levels anyway, so it's fine. That's a crystal with a summoner in it. So I'm kind of okay with that being something we try and get.
Here I go.
Chakra. We'll have Jaquette run up here. Multiple of 4. Sure. What's the worst that could happen? The answer is petrification everywhere.
I will not falter.
Auto potion? No? Okay. If this works, then I'm okay with it. It's a low chance. We are out of juice here.
Oh dear.
There's the auto potion. By the way, this crap is why I don't usually show all the grinding I do, because this is absolutely, like, I know it's just repetitive nonsense in a lot of cases.
Right.
And, like, hitting your own guys and dealing with the misses, waiting out crystal timers. Oh, yeah. Acquire abilities. Jaquette just became a much better summoner. I was actually considering making that. I should have moved Rafa up there. That's okay. That's silence. We can remove with purification so that she doesn't miss it. So you can see right there, that just did 200 damage to Agrius. Which is not necessarily what I was trying to do, but does show you that Rafa can actually do some damage. It's just a matter of, yeah. So that was a good example. Now you can see we barely got any XP from that, which means we get to do it again. But I'm not going to suffer or put you through that. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap here. I will do a little bit more grinding off stream. And we will go back in and do the coal shaft with more of our party members closer to Ramza's level. Kind of just continuing the way I just was. Like I said, we're going to get Rafa some chemist levels. Mustadio, I want to get Orator higher up. I want to get Rafa Move Find Item before we go in, just because that's an actual thing that we need. Sandra, honestly, I think Sandra's max. Oh, okay, yeah, we have a few more things. I wanted to get equipped Katana so that we can move her to a different job while we're grinding. But she is genuinely, like... I feel bad because the named characters end up... You have to spend so much time getting them caught up to the characters that can run errands. But, whatever. Jaquette... we're gonna give her... I mean, I guess we go Toad first. But we'll be getting the rest soon. So yeah.
Yes?
We'll continue next time. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. As always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.